Aqua Biotech Company Limited. Busan Umgung Night Soil and Septic Wastewater Treatment Plant. This septic treatment plant is located in Kamcheon-dong, Sasan-gu, Busan, Korea. Incoming wastewaters and combination of general sewage and septic tank sludge. Quantities of treated waste collected by septic pump truck from the Busan metropolitan area is around 3,500 cubic meters a day, making it the largest septic treatment plant in Korea. Although pre-treated waste is high concentrations of BOD at 4,156, COD at 3,742, SS at 6,054, TN at 966, TP at 153 milligrams per liter. The treated water after passing through ABT system is certainly clean and sanitized water as shown here. First, pump trucks collect sewages and septic tank sludges from all over Busan. Wastewater is bin drained to the plant, where primary treatment command is solid and seed are removed. It's been stored in equalization basin. After this process, the wasted water is moved to the distribution tank and via transfer pump at the fixed rated flow 24 hours a day and sent to the ABT plant, which forms of biofilms of Bacillus bacteria as shown here. The Bacillus bacteria initially intake and eliminate any organic material, nitrogen and phosphorus. The remaining organic material, nitrogen and phosphorus, that is output from the ABT plant is then further intake and purified in bioreaction basin, which has floating Bacillus bacteria. Odor-causing compounds such as hydrogen sulfide effectively neutralized by this process. Afterward, microorganism and treated water are separated naturally by gravity, and a sedimentation basin treated water is been safely discharged. Heavier sludge which remains in the sedimentation basin return for reprocessing. Finally, what remains split into thickener basin where moisture is removed by decanter, reducing the biomass as much as possible before it's finally discarded as solid sludge. The concentration property of treated water at this point is an average BOD at 15, COD at 40, SS at 10, TN at 15, TP at 3 milligrams per liter. Demonstration shows approximately 99% efficiency of removal process. Lotte Ham Butchery Wastewater Treatment Plant. This is the processing plant, Lotte Ham Butchery Wastewater Treatment Plant, located in Kimcheon, Gyeongbuk, Korea. Its major product is sausage and ham. It also output wastewater from the butchery and manufacturing process. Daily wastewater output is around 1,300 cubic meters a day, and it is discharged after biological processing using a mixture of Bacillus-type bacteria. Although the incoming property of the wastewater is very high concentration of butchery wastewater with BOD at 1,885, COD at 1,493, SS at 1,854, TN at 243, TP at 35 milligrams per liter. The wastewater treated through ABT system is very clean and sanitized as shown here. First, butchery wastewater is sent and stored to equalization basin. After this process, the wastewater is moved to a distribution tank to get a fixed quantity for 24 hours a day, using a transfer pump and sent to the ABT plant, which forms of biofilms of Bacillus bacteria as shown here. The attached Bacillus bacteria initially intake organic material, nitrogen and phosphorus. The untreated organic material, much bin in raw water that is output from the ABT plant, is further intake and purified in a bioreaction basin which is floating Bacillus bacteria. During its active growth and segmentation, it does not create endospores. Spore formation normally commences when growth ceases due to lack of nutrients. Generally, a vegetative cell creates an endospore, which means spore formation is a method for surviving, not for segmentation. Afterward, microorganism and treated water is separated by the natural gravity in the sedimentation basin. Treated water has been safely discharged. The heavier sludge is settled in the sedimentation basin, is returned to the previous stage to be reprocessed, and remaining waste put into the thickener basin by removing moisture through the belt press dehydrator to reduce the volume as much as possible before being finally discarded as solid sludge. The concentrations property of treated water at this point is average BOD at 10, COD at 15, SS at 15, TN at 10, and TP at 3 milligrams per liter. Demonstration shows approximately 99% efficiency of removal process. Uiryong Country Livestock Wastewater Treatment Plant. This is a Uiryong Livestock Wastewater Treatment Plant located in Uiryong, Gyeongnam, Korea. Here's the septic from the livestock such as pigs and cows runs to be treated. The daily quantity is around 130 cubic meters a day, and it's discharged after biological process using a mixture of Bacillus type of bacteria. Although the incoming property of the wastewater has very high concentration of BOD at 35,000, COD at 20,000, SS at 30,000, TN at 4,500, TP at 800 milligrams per liter. The wastewater treated through the ABT system is very clean and sanitized as shown here. Initially, livestock's septic collected by the pump truck is injected comprehensive purity process using compressed air. At this stage, solid and seed removed and store in equalization basin. After this process, the wastewater is moved to the distribution tank as fixed quantity, 24 hours a day, using a transfer pump, then sent to the ABT plant, which forms a biofilms of Bacillus bacteria as shown here. The attached Bacillus bacteria initially intake organic material, nitrogen and phosphorus. The untreated organic material, nitrogen and phosphorus, that was output from the ABT plant is intake and purified in the bioreaction basin, which is floating Bacillus bacteria. Odor-causing compounds, such as hydrogen sulfide, it's effectively neutralized by this process. Afterward, microorganism and treated water are separated naturally by gravity, and a sedimentation basin, treated water, is being safely discharged. Heavier sludge, which remains in the sedimentation basin, returned for reprocessing. Finally, what now remains put into the thickener basin where moisture is removed by decanter, reducing the volume as much as possible before it's finally discarded as solid sludge. The concentration property of treated water at this point is on average BOD at 50, COD at 150, SS at 60, TN at 40, TP at 5 milligrams per liter. Demonstration shows approximately 99% removal efficiency. Pyeongtaek City Sewage Treatment Plant. These are the sewage treatment plant in Dongbok and Changdang of Pyeongtaek City. The government has been promoting enhancing water quality. To satisfy this, we are additionally installing ABT system, which is capable of 45,000 cubic tons a day for Dongbok, 25,000 cubic meters a day for Changdang. ABT system is able to eliminate nitrogen and phosphorus with its high-intensity process. The inflow has BOD at 141 milligrams per liter, COD at 122 milligrams per liter, SS at 143 milligrams per liter, TN at 32 milligrams per liter, TP at 6 milligrams per liter for Dongbok, and BOD at 126 milligrams per liter, COD at 104 milligrams per liter, SS at 121 milligrams per liter, TN at 23 milligrams per liter, TP at 5 milligrams per liter for Changdang. However, as you can see, the sewage treated through the ABT system, it is certainly clean and sanitized. The wastewater produced nearby Dongbok and Changdang in Pyeongtaek in 140,000 cubic meters a day. Because of the collecting pipes comes into the treatment plant, then it passes through the screen basin and grit chamber into eliminated solid and purity. After that, 70,000 cubic meters a day goes to the former active sludge system, and another 70,000 cubic meters a day goes to the newly constructed ABT system. Once the wastewater comes to the former treatment facility, only 10% of organic material is eliminated in the primary sedimentation basin. However, in case of the ABT system, the wastewater directly goes to the ABT plant, which has a biofilms of Bacillus bacteria without the need to go the primary sedimentation basin. The microorganisms in ABT system intake and eliminate the nitrogen, phosphorus, and other contaminants. The remaining organic material, the nitrogen and phosphorus, are remaining after initial treatment by ABT system are clarified by the floating the Bacillus SPP through the biocontractor. Then microorganism and treated water are naturally separated solid and liquid by the gravity in the sedimentation basin. The heavier sludge returns to the primary process of ABT system and ABT plant. What remains is floated into the thickener basin to be naturally concentrated. Then, the water is reduced to quantity and finally discarded by 75% of water content. The final discharged water has BOD at 8 milligrams per liter, COD at 15 milligrams per liter, SS at 10 milligrams per liter, TN at 10 milligrams per liter, TP at 1 milligram per liter. It's less than 3,000 of common facility. No need of disinfection process because of the Bacillus SPP already has been done. The wastewater, which is treated by high-intensity ABT system, enhances living condition and water quality. Thank you.